Hello friends. If you remember in my last video, I said I wanted to go thrifting kind of just for funsies this week. So I am here at Goodwill. I did already go to Once Upon a Child this morning, and I will tell you about that probably at the end of the video because I want to get the bin back home and weigh it to see how many pounds they purchased so I can give you an actual profit breakdown. And I did purchase some items from them as well with various coupons that I had on my account, and I will show you what I purchased and how much I plan to list those items for. But yeah, after that, I just I went and got a coffee. Shout out to Dharma for buying me this coffee. So I was just sitting in my car for a few minutes, got a reel, edited and posted to Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. So yeah, I'm feeling good. And let's see, it is about 12:30 right now. It is Halloween for me. I don't know when you guys will be seeing this video, but so I definitely have to get home probably no later than 4 p.m. So my plan is to kind of just mosey around this Goodwill. I want to look at as many racks as possible. Normally when I'm thrifting, I only would look at, I normally don't have much time, so I would head to shoes first, and then if I had more time, I would go to men's clothing, and if I had more time, I might check out like women's more substantial pieces, like something like a sweater. But yeah, so today I do have at least a couple hours, so I'm going to just kind of look around and see what happens. I don't really have a goal. Like, I hope I can find some things to flip, but since I'm going to be paying more than bins pricing, it's going to be harder for me to want to like pay out of pocket that much. So I'm trying to think if I want to like say I won't buy it unless it's $50 plus sale, but that's probably not gonna work for me. There's no way I'm gonna stick to that. So I'm gonna just say even if I just love the item and I can make some profit, I'll probably buy it. But yeah, I honestly don't even know what Goodwill's pricing like things at these days. I know the last time I was in here, shoes were at like 15 to 20 bucks a pair. A lot of the clothes were like $8.99. So let's just go in and see what we can find. As usual, I headed straight for the shoes, and the first thing I spotted were these rifle paper coquettes. A couple years ago, these would have sold for $30 to $40 pretty quickly. Sadly, now the sell-through rate is almost non-existent, and the only comp I found was for $8. Then I spot a pair of Keen shoes, and I do love selling Keen, so I take a look. These ones are just a little bit dirty. They're also a women's 6, and that's a hard sale for me. So since I would have to do some work, I am going to pass on these ones today, but normally I would grab these. In the next aisle, I spotted these North Face boots, and when I was doing shoes only, these would have been a pickup at $14.99. I'm sure they would resell for at least $40, but these ones are a bit dirty. There's also some animal hair on the inside, so I am going to pass on these today. I spy with my little eye something that's snakeskin and Mary Jane, two great things right now, and the brand is Dansko, so even better. Tan is 30% off, so yeah, we're definitely going to pick these up. I did end up finding a few other pairs to resell, which I will tell you about in the haul. In the women's section, this sweatshirt caught my eye. I was hoping it was the brand Queen of Sparkles that I've been looking out for forever, but it wasn't. It was a new to me brand called Judith March. The sell-through on this brand does not seem to be great, but I do want to take a chance on it anyways. Then I found a brand I do love to sell. Sadly, this one is just a little bit too faded, so I did end up leaving it, but the brand is packed. If you find this brand, I would definitely check comps. It's usually worth the pickup. I spotted this Madewell Sherpa fleece, and Plato's Closet told me that Sherpa is out, but I still love it, so I was going to purchase it until I saw that it was $16.99, and then I changed my mind. While looking through the blazers, I spotted this Talbot's linen blazer, and I do love a linen blazer. I would have purchased it, but the tag was from 2019, and it was also a size 18W, and I have been noticing plus size has been harder to sell recently, so I'm being extra selective. So far, most of the prices I've been seeing in the store were reasonable until I stumbled upon these Patagonia fleeces. This one was priced at $23, and this Better Sweater vest was priced at $20. Those prices aren't horrible for personal use, but these also were not in great condition, so I definitely passed. I don't normally look through the dress section, but today I did. I spotted this new Tag Free People dress. It was priced at $20, but it was 30% off, so I considered purchasing it. I decided not to because it was super basic and I could not find a comp, but let me know if you would have picked this up or not. Over in the men's section, I spot these two Burberry button-down shirts. They were priced over $40 a piece, and I'm not even 100% sure that they were authentic. $40 is kind of steep. I probably could have made some profit at that price, but I'm just not confident enough, so I did leave these ones here today. I did end up finding quite a few things to resell, and I want to show you guys them, but I do need to run home and get ready for our Halloween festivities for the evening, so I will catch up with you guys soon. Hello again. It's several hours later. We've already done all of our Halloween festivities. The kids trick-or-treated for a couple hours and had a blast. I will put a picture of their costumes right here. They were adorable. And yeah, I'm going to just show you the things I did buy at the Goodwill, because I know a lot of what I've already showed you were the things I didn't buy. I realized I did not get much footage of the actual things I did purchase. So I will show you. And I did mention I'm going to show you the Once Upon a Child. We'll tell you about my payout and show you what I purchased from them as well. So let me start with that. And I did not get a receipt from them for the actual payout. So I do have a picture though. So this morning they paid me $112.56 for 76 items. All of these items did come from the bins. So I did weigh my bin before and after. So my cost of goods for those items was $52.78, making my profit $59.78. I think that's about 79 cents per item profit, which I'm normally closer to the $1 mark profit per piece, so a little bit lower, but that's okay. I still think it was worth it. I threw that bin together last night while me and Chris were watching an episode of something that was like 40 minutes, and it didn't even take the full episode for me to put that together. Drove it over there this morning. Once Upon a Child's about a 15-minute drive from me, but I already had to be over there for therapy, plus this Goodwill that I went to is right by it, so yeah, I don't really count drive time. I mean, you don't really count drive time when you go to your actual job as working time. So, you know, $60, that's not too bad for, I would say, 1 to 2 hours of work. Plus I bought 4 items, which I will also profit off of, which, you know, if I wasn't there selling, I would not have found these items. So let me show you what I bought. I did have 4 $10 off coupons. So my out-of-pocket cost total for these 4 items was $8.14. All right, the first thing I got were these adorable little UGG sandals. I've never sold UGG sandals before. Honestly, UGG is slowing down, like even baby shoes. Like I used to be able to sell the little boots for like $30, and they still do sometimes, but they take quite a bit of time. And now that it's not even really sandal season, I guess it's sandal season somewhere, but I don't know that these are going to sell quickly, but since I'm only out of pocket about $2 for them, I'm okay waiting. I am going to probably price these around $29 and expect maybe like $20 to $25, but again, could take a while. These are some Keen. These are called the Jasper sneaker. So yeah, I'm also going to price these probably right around $29 and expect $20 to $25. Very good condition on those. These I feel like are a very common popular shoe right now for the kids, so I think that these should sell quickly. They're not in amazing condition, just some Adidas. These are the court sneakers. A little bit dirty on the suede parts. Make sure that's not anything. Let me turn off my sound. Anyways, I still thought it was a good deal, so I think I can at least get $20 for them, but I am probably going to price them $25 to $29. And last thing was this Patagonia Better sweater. So I also think I'm going to price this $29 or so and expect $20 to $25. So yeah, I think I should at least be able to get, you know, minimum $20 for any of these things. So let's say I should make another, you know, $80 to $100 in sales at least, minus platform fees. So not too bad. I'm happy with those 4 finds. All right. And then my total at the Goodwill was quite a bit. It looks like I bought 24 items. Some of these are for personal use, so I will show you as we go. So I don't know the exact, I'm not going to be able to tell you the exact cost of goods per piece. Well, I could tell you each piece as we go, but you know, if I'm averaging things like I normally do, it's probably close to like $10 on average. So I spent $197.38, which is just, it's so hard now to spend that, you know. I did find some good stuff, and I think I'm going to make some good profit on what I'm about to show you, but you know, I went to the bins twice this week, and I spent probably 4 to 5 hours sourcing and only spent $100 and total between the 2 trips, like $120 or $40 the whole week. And then I just, you know, on hundreds of items. And then I just spent $197 on 24 total items. So it's definitely a different sort of reselling. Like you know, this used to be my normal, actually even more, because I was doing the shoes, which were $10 to $12 on average per pair. So I was spending like $800 a week, which, you know, I did like it and I would do it again. So, you know, all the business models make sense. I just have really been loving that low cost of goods and doing the buy sell trading and stuff to kind of recoup my costs right away. Whereas stuff like this, I'm paying more than the buy sell trade would even give me. So there's no way I could do that at all. So I am out of pocket this $197 until I at least sell a couple of the pieces. All right, let's start off here. This is something I got for myself, just some Allbirds. I still love them, and it's getting chilly, so I'm happy to have, I love a slip-on shoe, and these at least have the merino wool footbed, so keep me a little bit warmer than my slide sandals. Oh, I think those were $7.99, so really good deal for personal use. I forgot the exact model name of these, but I did look it up because, you know, Crocs used to sell, these were $10. I would pick up any Croc pretty much for $10 last year. But now I've noticed them slowing down quite a bit. So, but I did think since these were a platform style, they would do well. So I did look up the model number and I did forget the name, but I did see pre-owned comps around $40. So I'm excited to try these out. So 10 into 40 would be great. I don't like cleaning shoes, but I do not mind Crocs because I can just put them in the washing machine and then just set them to dry. So that's what I'm going to do with these before I get them listed. But yeah, I'm thinking these will sell around $40. These Dance Goes, they're Mary Jane. I don't know the exact style name, but a Mary Jane shoe is, I would say, in right now. So, and I do think snakeskin is also in right now. So these were priced at $14.99, but tan was the 30% off color today. So I paid $10.50 for these, and I think I'm going to list these around $49 and expect anywhere, you know, in that $40 to $50 range. So I did see some comps to support that. Another pair of shoes I just grabbed for personal use. These are some Dolce Vita, just like a faux leather slide sandal, and they were priced at $8 but 30% off. So I think that's a great deal, again, for personal use. I'm realizing I just don't have very many shoes for myself for like different outfits, you know. I have a shoe to wear with something like this, but if I'm trying to wear a nicer outfit, which I am trying to, I don't have any shoes. So slowly trying to thrift myself sort of a whole new wardrobe. These I did purchase to resell. So these are Echo. I used to love selling Echo, but it definitely has slowed down for me. These were cheap though and in great condition. That's why I grabbed them. So $7 minus 30%. So around $5-6 into, I think I'm probably going to price these at $39 and expect close to $30 for those ones. I do always check my son's size while I'm at the thrift. So their current sizes and then the one size up, so that basically, so we always have clothes when we need them and we don't have to go spend a ton of money at any given time. So my son does like Puma clothes and he likes this material of clothes. So this was only $4. So I think that's a great deal for him. I did show it to him and he says he likes it. So that's great. What was I going to say about that? Oh, so when I went into like Goodwill today, I was thinking, you know, I stayed in there for 3 hours. I was thinking I was going to get through most of the store. I think I only got through maybe like 5 rounders. I wish I would have got a video of kind of like panning across the whole store because the store is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's super huge, but I guess it is because there's, I don't even want to guesstimate on how many when I'm saying rounders, it's like, you know, the little round racks that like have clothes all around them. I mean, there's got to be over 50, there might even be like 100. There might even be more than 100, and I think I got through like 5 or 6, and I was there for 3 hours. So, you know, I was trying to do a little bit of content, trying to do some filming. Like I said, I didn't get footage of the stuff I'm showing you, although I did get footage of it just in the other way to make my reels when this stuff sells. So, yeah, it does take quite a while to like make content. So, anyways, I want to go back and do more regular thrifting like this soon. But I was really surprised that I did not get through more.
But I'm also amazed at what I did find on just the handful of racks that I did go through. I'm just like, wow, what else was in that store that I didn't get to, you know? I've been looking all over for this brand. I don't think I found it yet. I might have found it once at the bins, a hat, but I don't think I ever listed it, and I don't know where it is. So the brand is Rowback. You probably cannot read that. I don't even know why I'm showing you. This is a hard print to see it, but their logo is like a little dog. So I'm sure you guys have seen it before. This is not like in amazing condition. It's slightly, I don't know how to explain it, like the material, it seems like it pills a little bit easily, and it's not horrible. It's just like slightly faded. And you know, if this wasn't Rowback, if this was just say like Under Armour or something, I would have passed on it based on condition. But I've been dying to try to sell this brand. Just I want to see how it performs. So anyways, I did pick it up. This was $7.99. I did not look up a comp, but I'm thinking minimum 30. I want to say this is probably like a $40 piece, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, this was a new to me brand, and I did look up comps and sell-through, and sell-through was very slow as far as I could tell, but I wanted to try it out anyways. So it was $7.99. The brand is Judith March. When I saw this, what is it? Queen of Sparkles, I think, is a very expensive brand I've been looking out for. I have not found it yet. But when I saw like this card thing, I was like, oh, is that Queen of Sparkles? Which, no. So definitely look out for that one. I don't know if you should look out for this one. Although I looked up their actual website. Something like this is like $150. But yeah, I want to say when I looked up sell-through, there was like 300 or so pieces listed and maybe only like 40 sold. So pretty slow. Anyhow, I did see some solds pre-owned though, like close to 40 bucks. So I'm hoping that I can price this around 40 bucks. But I thought it was interesting enough to just at least take a chance. But let me know if you've tried out this brand and have any experience with it. This I picked up mostly because it was new at Tag. So it's Ann Taylor, and I love a knit blazer. And this is a double X. So I know in the beginning of the video, I passed on that Talbot's blazer because I said I'm being selective on plus size. So that's why I said I did grab this because it was new at Tag. I don't know if I would have if it was pre-owned. I definitely wouldn't have at this price. I would have grabbed it at the bins probably, but for $11, I wouldn't have. Anyhow, I think I'm going to price this one at like $49, honestly, and expect probably close to $40 for that one. I did find a couple good bras. This one, I love this brand. I've only sold it twice, and it sold so fast both times. The brand is called Evelyn Bobby. I hope you guys can see that. I know I'm always showing stuff on camera, and then when I rewatch it, I can't really see what I'm showing, but anyhow, I honestly think this will be probably a $40 pre-owned sale. So at least that's what the other two that I sold went for. So we shall see. Very excited. The sell-through on this is well over 100% though. And then Honey Love, I feel like has slowed down a little bit, but this is new at Tag bra. Oh, that Evelyn Bobby bra was only $3.99. This one was $5.99, but it's new. So very, very happy with that. And I did not look up a comp on this exact style or anything, but seeing that it's new, I want to say probably at least 40 bucks, maybe a little more. As I was getting ready to leave, I was just kind of scanning the dress section, and this is not normally something I would probably pick up. I do love Ralph Lauren. This is just very basic. It's a 14 petite. The reason I got it is because it was new at Tag and it was only $5.99. So I've sold, I think, this exact dress before, honestly, and it went over 30. So I think I can probably price that around $39 or so and expect around 30. So not too bad. And then same with this. This was right by that dress. This is not a super exciting piece, but I love LL Bean in general. I would consider it bread and butter for me. And green was the half off color, so I only paid $4.50. This one I think I'm going to price at $29 and expect about $20 to $25. So, you know, like a $10 to $12 profit, but pretty easy listing. And yeah, like I said, bread and butter. I will list that every day. This This one, I'm not super sure that it's going to do great, but I do love to sell fox racing. I thought this was a cool piece. So, seems to be in great condition. So, yeah, it was $10.99. That's the reason I was like, do I want to spend that much? But I've always done well with fox racing. In my head, without even looking up comps, I'm like, this is probably 30. And I think it might even be a little bit more than that. So we'll see how it does. I'm sure I can at least double my money there. All right. This piece I just thought was so cool. This brand I don't do well with. It's Spiritual Gangster. But this piece I thought was worth a chance. I did check comps. You know, they were kind of all over. I was seeing pre-owned anywhere from like 40 to 75. What was this? I think it was 10 or 11. Yeah, $10.99. So I figured it was worth the chance. It's a women's large. I do need to throw this in the wash, but yeah, something like this, I just think, you know, even if it, you know, even without a brand attached to it, it's just like a cool, interesting piece. This is the kind of stuff I like to list online. This I bought because I wanted to try it on, and I already did try it on, and it does not fit me. So our Goodwill does accept returns, I think, for like 14 days with tag and receipt. So I'm probably just going to return this, but you know, I could probably list it and make a small profit. I just don't know if I want to. The brand is just Fate. I don't even know anything about it. It's just a really pretty blouse. It's like floral with birds. It was $8. I kind of love the smocking like detail there. Anyhow, I don't know. I might list it. I mean, it's really pretty. I was seeing comps like 20 to 25. So yeah, I could probably make 10 bucks off of it, but returning it would make me go back and have another fun thrift trip. So I'll think on that one a little more. This one is a very cool piece. So, yeah, so this is Wrangler. It says crafted in the USA. I don't think crafted is the same as made in, is it? Anyways, so when I first saw this, I was like, you know, I feel like I always hear people talk about the Wrangler brush popper shirts, and I was like, is this one of those? I'm like, honestly not sure what that even was. When I first took a picture of this and Google Lensed it, it did come up saying it was that. But then when I was further researching, because I didn't want to tell you guys the wrong thing, and I'm honestly still not 100% sure, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. At least what Google and like ChatGPT was telling me is that brush popper shirts, while they are these cool pattern ones like this, they, you know, those were saying that they have pearl snaps. So I've already posted about this on Facebook, and a few people did tell me that even though this just has regular buttons, it would be still considered a brush popper. Anyways, whatever it means or whatever it is, that type of a shirt sells for quite a bit more than just a typical Wrangler shirt, even with like the pattern. So I'm gonna add it to my title. ChatGPT suggested just saying brush popper style. So since I'm not 100% sure, I probably will just list it as vintage Wrangler brush popper style Aztec button down shirt, something like that. Anyhow, very cool find. If it is that type of a thing, this could probably be like a $60 to $80 piece, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm imagining I can at the very minimum get 40, but I'm gonna see what happens. It was $8. This was new to me. I just thought it was a very interesting thing, so I'm like, let me look this up. And I think so. This is what the tag looks like. I believe when I Google Lensed it, it said Thumb Universal is the brand. It just seems like a little, not like handmade, I don't know how to explain it. But when I was reading their website, these hoodies are like $135 or something on their website, although similar to that little Judith March or whatever sweatshirt. The sell-through did not seem to be great. So I just don't think a lot of people know about it. Anyhow, it says right here, so Thumb, it says teaching humans universal mobile behavior. I had no idea what that meant. And then when I was reading their website, it seems like this hoodie is something where you like put your phone away. I don't know. So it's like if you're with other people that you don't use your phone and you just like put it away. Something like that. I don't know. It was interesting for sure. I did see some sold of this on Poshmark for like around $40, so I'm hoping maybe 40 to 50. I mean, I did pay $12.99 just because I was so curious about it. You know, worst case scenario, this probably fits me. I don't know that I would put my phone away at any given time for a long period of time, but that's hard for me. But yeah, that's what this hoodie's all about. So let me know if you've heard of that. I thought it was super interesting. So, all right, there's that one. These couple pieces are just, you know, bread and butter. This one I wanted to try on and I did, and it's a little bit too small for me, but it's just Talbots. I liked it because it's like, this is all embroidery. It was green tag, so I only paid $3.50 for it. And I did notice on the tag here that it was just from January 2024. So it's a pretty recent piece, less than 2 years old. You know, Talbots in general, I would say like it does pretty well. So I'm thinking 20 to 25 on that one. We'll see. And then this, I just love J. Jill Love Linen, which is what this is. It's a size XL. I think I'm going to price this one around $29. I did pay $8 for that though. Alright, we got this. This is vintage Levi's denim jacket. I can tell it's vintage, well, based on the paper tag, but also it says made in the USA, so that's a great sign. The way I check comps on Levi's jackets are, they usually say like a number right here. So I just type in to eBay Levi's and this number, and then I check sell-through and comps. So this one, I want to say I was seeing comps like 60 to 70 or so. So we'll see. I love the kind of just worn in faded look on this. So it's a cool jacket. It's a men's medium. Not medium, like a 38. So anyways, that's a cool find. This is something I just got for personal use. It's just, I love a crew neck. It's just a H&M brand Harvard sweatshirt. These are some Miss Moo's sandals. Very good condition. These were priced at $8 but 30% off, so great deal on these. I honestly think I should be able to get like $40 for these, so not a bad find. It's just my Once Upon a Child bag. Forgot to tell you. Once Upon a Child, this was the only thing they passed on, which is a super easy thing that I should be able to sell on my own. The reason they gave was stain and wear, so I don't know if I'm missing a stain. Oh, okay, I can see it's the faintest of stains, which is, yeah, literally no big deal at all. If I list this online, I would just list it as is and just say there's like a little water spot right there. But if I'm going to take it to JBF, I probably need to rewash that and try to get the spot out, because you're not supposed to sell any like stained things at those sales. Anyhow, I understand why they pass, but yeah, this is a little bit, I mean, this, if I list this on eBay, this is probably like at least $15, so I might do that. You can kind of tell it's in great shape based on like it's not cracked here at all. It's honestly like not faded. These little mini Bowden tees get faded pretty quickly. There's no like cracking on the giraffe or anything. So cool shirt. I did find that at the bin. So yeah, if I can just sell that for like even $15, that'd be cool. All right, and last thing I found that the thrift store was for personal use, and this was not, it didn't have a sticker on it, so I took it up front and he said, how about $3? And I said, yes, I will happily pay $3 for this. I've been looking for something just like it, just a little cutting board, but it's beautiful, heavy, solid wood. So yeah, honestly, even though I've been wanting a cutting board for cutting, this is so pretty that I think we're just going to use this kind of like as a decoration in the kitchen. So I will keep looking for one to actually cut with. All right, friends, hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different. I had fun doing it. I'll let you know if I still had fun doing it after I edit it and, you know, see how long that takes. But I did enjoy it. I enjoyed going just thrifting and looking through the racks. It's been so long since I've done that. I love that I found some stuff to sell, some stuff for personal use. I love that I had no agenda for the most part today. I was just like, I got time. Let's see what we can find. That's kind of why I love reselling to begin with, is just thrifting is fun, and that's what I got to do today, was have fun. All right, thank you again for watching. I actually do think the next video you see after this will be a what sold, because I made some good sales today and I want to share them with you all. So I will catch you soon in that video. Bye, friends.